What's up, guys? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, just ordered myself another totallee case for my iPhone 7. This is a slim, minimal phone case. It comes in this box and in this little bag. It almost feels like it's a protein bar or something. And I got this one in a colored version, and it's blue, and it's matte blue. So it's got this matte texture, and as you can see, it's kind of translucent. You can see my hand through there. So first of all, it's super thin, right? You know, like the other totallee, the super thin cases, it kind of feels like that vacuum molded plastic that goes around toys, you know, that the kind of the blister packs. I mean, it is super, super thin. It has a little bit of flex in it. But, you know, the thing about this case and the cases I've used from totallee before are they're just super thin. They fit around your phone. They don't really add any mass, but they provide protection. They provide a little style. You have a cutout here for your power button that ends up usually sitting just about flush. You have a cutout here for your dual cameras, and as you can see, because it sits so tight, you get this little bit of a ridge here that kind of hugs that housing around the dual cameras, cutouts for the flash and the microphone. You have full cutouts here for the mute switch and the power buttons, and then you have actually kind of exact cutouts to meet the speaker and microphone holes, and then the lightning port there. So without further ado, why don't we just go ahead and put it on? Because they're so tight, sometimes you have to be a little bit ginger about kind of you know, massaging them over the edge here without kind of curling it underneath. This one goes on really, really nicely. As I mentioned there, now the power button is almost just flush because it doesn't stick out very far, and so you just add a little bit of skin and now it's flush there. So you can easily feel it. That's pretty cool. And then on the bottom here we have, oh, look at that. You can see, maybe you can't see, maybe you can. The holes line up perfectly with the speaker holes. So you have that. You have the lightning port cutout right there. You have the cutouts, and these buttons are just perfectly flush now. No problem accessing that mute switch right there. And then let's look here, where I'm sure you're wondering what it looks like. You know, it hugs the kind of the protrusion of the cameras perfectly. And in fact, the plastic on the totallee case kind of just hovers just ever so slightly above the sapphire crystal over the lens, so you get a little bit of protection there on the camera as well. But you know, it's a cool way to dress up your phone. You know, this one was obviously the matte black, you know, but if you have silver or jet black or something like that, you don't want to show fingerprints. The matte, I love the matte finish because it just feels a little grippier sometimes. In some ways, depending on what you have on your fingers, the matte can actually be a little slippery, but it doesn't show fingerprints, doesn't show scratches quite as much. I really dig it. On the front, it doesn't provide any protection because the case kind of hugs the metal portion, and so you've got this little curved edge of the Gorilla Glass, and so the plastic does not provide any protection on the glass. So if you put it face down, that your Gorilla Glass is going to be sitting on whatever it is that you put it down on. But you know, it just kind of changes it up, really makes it look cool. I think this is a really nice looking, you know, case. It's a really nice looking way of adding a little color and personal style to your iPhone without doing anything crazy, without having to apply a wrap. And in fact, I haven't used wraps in years, only because these types of plastic cases seem to be kind of a little more superior in that you don't have any kind of wrapped edges that are naked, and you don't have to use a heat gun, and they really kind of look like a stock fit on your iPhone or any other, you know, smartphone that you might use. So I'm pretty impressed with this. Kind of check it out if you like it and want to add a little color splash to your iPhone. This is the totallee slim case in blue. Peter Von Panda out.